So good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to have a virtual class lecture. This is Math 6100 2037 trimestral. And our lessons for today is all about combinations of functions. So topics for today, okay. So there are three types of functions that we're going to discuss, okay. So the first one here is the multi-line definition of functions. So what does it mean? We're going to putting pieces together. Okay. So it says that sometimes a physical or kinetic situation behaves differently depending on circumstances, and a more complicated function may be needed to describe the situation. So one of the example of the multi-line definition functions is sales tax. Okay? So you know what we mean by sales tax. It says that some states have different rates of sales tax depending on the type of item purchased. A luxury item may be taxed at 12%, food we have no tax, and all other items we have a 6% tax. We could describe this equation by using a multi-line function, a function whose defining rule consists of several pieces. Which piece of the rule we need to use will depend on what we buy. So in this example, we could define the tax fee on an item which costs X to be okay. So for us, here in the Philippines, you are using, you still remember, we have the value added tax, which is 12%. So this is for some, I don't know, items like alcohol, like the tobacco. So the government is imposing a 12% tax, okay? But here in our example, for food, there is no tax. For the luxury items, we have 12%, and the cost of any other item is 6%. Okay? So let's say we have here an example. Find the sales tax of the following items. We have the bread at 200 pesos, bracelet at 5,000, and books at 2,500. So we have our solution. So in the first column, we have the three items, okay? The bread, the bracelet, and the book, okay? Next, you have your the corresponding price. For bread, we have 200 pesos. For bracelet, we have 5,000 pesos. For books, we have 2,500 pesos. So for that state, okay, we impose a 0% tax for the bread, 12% for the bracelet, and for the book, we have 6%. And if we're going to compute for the sales tax of each item, so since for the bread, there's no sales tax, we have 0. Okay? For the bracelet, we have 600 pesos. How do we get that one? We have 12% multiplied by 500 is equal to 600. Okay? For the book, we have 6% multiplied by 5, we have 150. So for a total of 750 pesos. So this is the total sales tax of the three items that you have purchased in a certain grocery or whatever or outlet. Okay, so this is one of the example of the multi-line definition functions. So which means we're going to accumulate all the taxes incurred by the items that you have purchased. So we call that the multi-line definitions of functions. Next, we have your the composite of functions. Okay, composition of functions, or this is what we call the functions of functions. So basic functions, okay. Okay, so basic functions are often combined with each other to describe more complicated situations. Here, we will consider the composition of functions, the functions of functions. Okay? So we have here the definition. The composite of two functions f and g written as f of g is equal to f, the functions of g, of functions of f, of functions of g of x. So if you're going to write this one, you're going to f quantity g open parenthesis x close and close parenthesis. So these are the example of the composition of functions. Okay. So a composition function is generally a function that is written inside another function. Okay. So in your algebra or any lower subjects, you have already encountered the y is equal to the function of x. Okay. So this one is another example of a function. Okay. Okay. So composition function is done by substituting one function into another function. For example, f g of x is the composite function, the function of x and g of x. The composite function f g of x is read as f of g of x. Okay? So, pag binasa natin po yan, ito, f of g of x. Okay? The function g of x is called an inner function. And function of x is called an outer function. Hence, we can also read f g of x as the function g is the inner function of the outer function f. Okay? So we have here the how to solve the composite functions. Solving a composite functions means finding the composition of two functions. Use a small circle, okay, this one, okay. Pag titignan nyo dito sa gitna, no? Ito yun, no? Meron kayong small circle. If you're going to see this symbol, which means you're dealing with composite functions, okay? For the composition of a function, here are the steps on how to solve a composite function. Write the composition in different form. For example, f, the composite function, or okay, the function of g of x. Okay, f of g of x is equal to f multiplied by g, which is a function of x. Okay, so we have your example. For the function of x equal to the square root of x minus 2. G is a function of x equal to x squared. And x, which is a function of x, is equal to 3x if x is less than 2. X minus 1 if f x is greater than or equal to 2. So this is our condition. Now, we are going to evaluate f of g is equivalent to 3, g of f is equivalent to 6, f of x is equal to 2, and x of g is equal to -3. Okay? So this is our solution. So for number 1, f of g is equivalent to 3. Okay? Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to substitute your function is equal to 3 in our first condition, which is the g function. We have x squared. Okay? So we're going to substitute 3 and then squared. Okay? 3 squared. Okay? So 3 squared, that is equivalent to 9. So dito, okay, if you have concern, paki-erase na lang po, no? Paki-check na lang. F, okay, yung G, we have x squared. So we have 3 squared is equal to 9. And after that, since we're already done with our first function, the g of x is equivalent to 3, then we're going to substitute your f, which is the answer of your g, which is equivalent to 3. So using this condition, we have square root of x minus 2. By this time, the value of your x is equivalent to 9. So square root of 9 minus 2, the answer is square root of 7. If you're going to use your calculator, you're going to have 2.646. Okay? So that's now our solution to problem number 1. So any questions? Okay lang, can you proceed to problem number 2? Okay, can we proceed to number 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next, we have g of f of, by this time we have equivalent to 6. Okay, so first we're going to solve for the function of x is equivalent to 6. Okay, f of 6. So we're going to use this condition. We have the square root of x minus 2. Okay, so please have a screenshot for our example. Then later on, I'm going to give you an example. Then I'm going to give you 5 minutes to solve for the said next example. We have the square root of 6 minus 2. So the value of our x, by this time we have 6. Okay, we're going to use your f condition. Okay, so 6 minus 2, we have 4. Okay, so we have square root of 4, and then we're going to continue for this one. This function, we have x squared. Okay, square root of 4 is equal to 2, and then squared. So 2 squared, we have 4. Okay, so any questions for our second problem? Okay. Next, we have your third problem. F of x of 2. Okay. So by this time, we're going to use this condition. There's a condition for the function of x. It says that 3x if x is less than 2. X minus 1 if x is greater than or equal to 2. Okay? So we have 2, which means we're going to use this condition. We have x minus 1. Okay? So, hindi po gagamitin yung 3x. Okay? So, we have 2 minus 1, we have 1. Okay? So, we're going to use this one because the condition here is x is greater than or equal to 2. Okay? So 2 minus 1, we have equivalent to 1. Then we're going to use the condition of the function of f. The square root of 1 minus 2 is equal to the square root of negative 1. Okay? And for our last problem, x of g of negative 3. Okay? So we have x is equal to g, we have negative 3 for this one. We're going to use this condition. Negative 3 squared, so we have 9. So by this time, we have 9. Okay? So your x is greater than 2, so we're going to use this condition. X minus 1. Okay? X minus 1, so we have 9 minus 1 is equivalent to 8. Okay? So, any questions for our example number 1? Before we're going to proceed to example number 2? Any questions po?
None, sir.
Okay. So, next example, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Okay? Try to solve this problem. Okay? the function of x is equal to x all over x minus 3. The function of g is equal to x is equal to the square root of 1 plus x, and x is equal to function of x is equal to 2x if x is less than or equal to 1, x 5 minus x if x is greater than 1. So this is your condition. Find f of g of 3, f of g of 8, g of f of 4, f of x we have 1, f of x we have 3, f of x is equal to 2, and x of g is equal to -1. Okay? So I'm going to give you 5 minutes, then we're going to check your answers kung tama po yung sagot natin. Okay? Pareho lang ba sa inyo yung sagot natin? The first answer for letter A, we have 2, and next will be -1. Okay? So the square root of 1 plus 3 will be equivalent to square root of 4, which is equivalent to 2. And x all over x minus 3, so 2 divided by 2 minus 3, we have -1. 2 divided by -1, sorry, it should be negative, this one should be -2. Okay? Okay? Okay. This one is -2, and this one is -2. Okay? So for B, we have 8, so 1 plus 8, square root of 8, square root of 9, we have 3, and 3 divided by 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay? Next, for letter C, we have f, function of f, ang gagamitin po natin ngayon, no? So x, we have 4 divided by 4 minus 3, we have 1. So the answer here is 4. Okay? And the square root of 1 plus 4, so we have the square root of 5. Okay? So the answer here is square root of 5. By using your calculator, we have square root of 5. Okay? Next. Okay. 2 multiplied by 1 is, which is square 1. We have 2. And 2 divided by 2 minus 3, we have -2. The next, 5 minus 3, since our x is greater than 2, we have 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. And 2 divided by 2 divided by minus 3, we have -2. For the next one, 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. And then 3 divided by 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay? And for the last one, x of g, okay, -1. So 1 plus -1 is equal to square root of 0, 0. And 2 times 0 is equal to 0. Okay? Any questions for example number 2?
Sir, yung sa letter F at saka sa letter B, yung sa about 3 divided by 3 minus 3 equals to 0. Bakit po sa akin, sir? Excuse me po, sir. Bakit po sa unidentified po yung
Undefined po yung sagot. So may ibang calculator, no? Okay. Kasi there's some instances that if you're going to use your calculator, you have unidentified. Because any number that you're going to divide to 0, you can have that answer is 0.
Undefined.
Undefined po siya. Okay?
Kung undefined siya, sir, automatic 0 po yung sagot.
Okay lang na po naman, wala nang problema po dyan.
Okay po, sir. Thank you.
Next, how do you find another procedure? How do you find the composition of two functions? Okay, so here are the steps you can use to find the composition of two functions. Step 1, write the composition in different form. For example, the composition f of g of x needs to be rewritten as f quantity g quantity x close close, no? Parentheses. Okay? Tulad kanina, no? Step number 2, replace x occurrence of x found in the outside function with inside function. For example, in the composition of f of g of x is equal to f parentheses g parentheses x close close, we need to replace x found in the function of x, the outside function, with g of x, the inside function. Step number 3, we're going to simplify the answer. Okay? Okay, square root of 5 is 2. Okay, next. Examples. Now let us use the steps shown above to work through some examples. Okay, example number 1. If the function of x equal to negative 4x plus 9 and g of x equal to 2x minus 7, find f of g of x. Okay, so this is our condition. First, we're going to write the composition in a different form. Okay? So pag mayroon kayong nakakita nito, ibig sabihin that is now the composition of function. It is a small circle. Okay? F parentheses G parentheses X close close. So nire-write po natin yung f of G of X. So F, this is the function of X, F negative 4x plus 9. So by this time, we're going to substitute your f, negative 4, okay? And this is our variable. So we're going to substitute this one, okay? From the value of your g of x, which is equivalent to 2x minus 7. Okay? So 4, negative 4, multiplied by 2x minus 7. So saan nakuha ito, no? Yung value nito, which is g of x, is equivalent to 2x minus 7. Sabi dito, step number 2, replace each occurrence of x in the function of x with g of x is equivalent to 2x minus 7. And then last, simplify the answers by distributing and combining like terms. Okay? So negative 4 by 2x, we have negative 8x. Negative 4 by negative 7, we have positive 28. Pakicheck na lang po ito dahil galing sa modules nyo, no? Hindi plus 7, should be plus 9. Okay? Typographical error doon sa modules po natin. Okay? So, collecting like terms, negative 8x, 28 plus 9, we're going to have 37. Therefore, f of g of x is equal to negative 8x plus 37. So, madali lang siya, no? So, this is your example number 3. Or example number 1 for another steps.
Sir, saan po ulit nakuha yung 28?
28. Negative 4 times negative 7.
Okay po. Thank you po.
Okay?
Sige. Thank you po.
Next, we have example number 2. Baliktad po naman siya ngayon, no? The same condition pa rin. If the function of x equal to negative 4x plus 9 and g of x, g is a function of x, is equal to 2x minus 7, find g of f of x. So kanina, baliktad po siya, no? F of g of x. Okay? Step number 1, we're going to write. Okay? So, f, yung g na yung gagamitin natin, we have 2x minus 7. Okay? So G, we have 2 multiplied by x, but your x is equal to the function of x, which is negative 4x plus 9. So negative 4x plus 9 for this one, and then minus 7. Okay? So siya. Then we are going to rewrite, collecting like terms or simplify 2 times negative 4x, we have negative 8x. Okay? 2 times 9, we have 18, then minus 7. Collecting like terms, simplifying our equation, negative 8x plus 18 minus 7, we're going to have 11. So therefore, the function of g of f of x is equal to negative 8x plus 11. Okay? Any questions? Example number 2.
None, sir.
And next, you have your example number 3. Okay. If x is a function of x equal to 3x minus 5, and g is a function of x equal to 2x squared minus 7x, find g of x of x. Okay? Step number 1, we're going to write our composition. Ito na siya. Replace its occurrence of x and g of x. X of x is equivalent to 3x minus 5. Okay? So ito yung g natin, 2x squared minus 7x. So we're going to replace this one by the function of your x, which is equivalent to 3x minus 5. So 3x minus 5, okay, ito siya, no? 3x minus 5, yung value nito, and then squared, ito yung squared natin. Minus 7, okay, then the function of x, okay, we have 3x minus 5. Okay, so this one, we have the square of a binomial. Okay, the square of a binomial, we're going to use the formula a squared minus b squared. We're going to have a squared minus 2ab plus b squared using your binomial theorem formula. Okay, so we have 2. So nandito po na yun to, no? Expand po natin yan. 3x and then squared, so magiging 9x squared. Next, minus 2ab. This will represent your a, this will represent your b ngayon. So 2 times a, 3x, so we have 6x. Multiplied by 5, so we have 30x. Then plus b squared. So 5 squared, we're going to have 25. Then minus 7 quantity, 3x minus 5. Okay, so distributing this one for this column, 2 times 9, we have 18x squared. 2 times negative 30x, we have negative 60x. 2 times 25, we have 50. Minus 7 by 3, we have negative 21x. Minus 7 minus 5, we have plus 35. Collecting like terms, we have 18x squared, negative 60x minus 21x, we have negative 81x. 50 plus 35, we're going to have 85. Therefore, the g of x will be equivalent to 18x squared minus 81x plus 85. So there is now your answer for letter B. Any questions po sa letter B po natin?
Excuse me po, sir.
Yes po.
Saan po galing yung 30x?
30x. Okay. From our formula, pag na-encounter nyo na yung formula sa square of e binomial, okay, if you're going to expand, ibig sabihin, i-multiply natin ito dahil naka-raise to siya ng 2 beses. Ibig sabihin nun, 3x minus 5 multiply by 3x minus 5. So, pwede nyo gamitin yung FOIL method na formula. Pwede nyo rin gamitin yung square of a binomial na formula. Pero mas madali yung square of a binomial formula. Ano yung formula sa square of a binomial? A quantity a minus b raised to 2. That is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay? So, yung a natin, that is your 3x, ang b natin ay 5. Doon sa formula, minus 2ab siya. So, minus 2, okay, 2 is constant, a is 3x, so 2 times 3x, we have 6x. 2ab multiplied by 5, so we have negative 30x. Okay? Next, it's your turn. Find x of g of x.
6x squared minus
Minus
35x.
X squared minus
minus
35x.
35,
X
35x, and then
minus 5.
minus 5. Do you have the same answer? Hello po. Hello po, do you have the same answer? Tama yung sagot natin? Do you have the same answer?
Sir, hindi po ba negative minus 21x po?
Okay. So, dapat 21x yan.
21x po yung lumabas.
Dahil 21 siya, dahil 6x squared, 3 times 2x squared, we have 6x squared. 3 times negative 7x, so we have negative 21x, and then minus 5. Okay? So, this is our answer. Okay po? Any questions?
None po.
Okay. So that's our second example of composition of functions. Next, we have your iteration. Okay? I hope na you already encountered this one in your module. Okay? So what is an iteration of functions? Sabi dito, there are applications which feed the output from a function machine back into the same machine as the new input. Each time through the machine is called an iteration of the function. Okay? So suppose the function of x equal to 5 all over x plus x all over 2, and we start with the input x is equal to 4, and repeatedly feed the output from f back into f using your figure 9. What happens? Okay? So, ano ibig sabihin ng iteration? Nakikita yung figure 9, no? So, meron tayong input dito which is 4. Okay? So, this is now your function machine. So, ano yung trabaho ng function machine? So, given yung condition dito, yun ang ipaprocess po niya. 5 all over x plus x all over 2, yun ang ipaprocess mo niya dito. If your input is equal to 4, and is your function machine, your output will be 2.625. Nasundan po natin? So, paano po siya nakuha?
Sir, paano po yung nakuha?
So, ang gagawin po natin, we're going to substitute yung input natin na variable dito sa x. So, magiging 5 divided by 4 equal plus 4 equal and then divided by 2. Okay? We're going to use that one. Ito yung magiging sagot po natin. Paki-calculate po. 5 divided by 4 equal plus 4 equal divided by 2 equal, ito po yung lalabas. Tama po? 2.625. Okay, tama? By using your calculator.
ulit nga po.
5 divided by 4
Okay.
equal, press equal, no? Plus 4 equal, divided by 2, and then equal.
Yes, sir. 2.625.
Okay, 2.625. So, ang gagawin po natin dito, from the word iteration, we are going to iterate how many times our input, okay, na yung input natin ay pareho lang na siya sa magiging output po natin. Okay? So, ipaprocess po na siya. Okay? Ilang process or iteration ang gagawin po natin para yung input po natin, halimbawa nag-input tayo ng 4, ilang beses i-iterate yan para lalabas na output ay 4. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng iteration. Hindi po tinitingnan natin yung output ilang beses. Hindi. Ang tinitingnan natin, how many iterations that we're going to conduct so that our input will be the same as output. Okay? So tulad dito, no? For yung input natin, nag-process siya sa function machine, lumabas 2.625. So hindi po siya pareho. Ang gagawin natin, ipaprocess po natin siya uli. Ang magiging input po natin ngayon is 2.625. Okay? The-process ng function machine natin using this condition, ang lalabas will be 2.6488095.2. Okay? So paano nangyari yun? 5 divided by 2.625 equal plus 2.625 equal divided by 2, ito po yung lalabas. So, ibig sabihin, hindi po rin siya pareho doon sa input natin. So, ang gagawin natin, pa-process po natin ulit, pangatlong iteration, our input is 2.64, ang output natin is 2.23. So, hindi pa rin siya pareho. And so on. Okay? So, makikita natin kung ilang process po ulit. Okay? 268. Okay? So, next. Ito na yung table po natin. Ito na siya. Okay? So, ang input po natin is 4. Ang output natin is 2.625. Okay? That is our first process na ginawa dun sa function machine natin. Next, second iteration. This is our input, 2.625. Ang output niya, 2.264880952. Okay, hindi pa rin siya pareho. Next, ito yung input natin ulit. Output natin is 2.236251.251. So, hindi pa rin siya parehong input sa output. Pa-process natin ulit. Ito yung magiging output natin, 2.236067985. Okay. Next, pa-process po natin ulit. Ito yung input, ito yung output, 2.236067967. Hindi po rin siya pareho. Next, 6 iteration. Ito yung input natin sa function machine. Ang lalabas, 2.236067977. So, ibig sabihin, you're going to conduct at least 6 iteration of functions to make your input equal to your output. Okay? So, yan yung ibig sabihin ng iteration of function. So, i-check nyo siya lagi hanggang sa masabi nyo, ma-compute nyo that your input is equal to your output, which means you're already a stable condition. Kahit anong gawin mo, yan pa rin yung input is equal to output. Okay? So, any questions for this sample of composition of functions, which is iteration?
None, sir.
Okay. Next problem. Okay, this is our last slides. what happened if we start with the input value x is equal to 1 and iterate the function of x equal to 9 all over x plus x several times, do you recognize, okay, the resulting number? Okay? So output na x is equal to 5 ito, no? There's a typographical error doon sa natin, doon sa modules po natin. So input natin is 5. Okay? Ito yung trabaho ng function machine po natin. So 9 divided by 5, okay, plus 5 divided by 2 is our first input. So we're going to process that one. Iteration number 1, the output is 3.4. Okay? Next cycle, input is 3.4, output is 3.02. Okay? Next cycle, third iteration, 3.02 is our input, output is 3.00092. Okay? Next, input, fourth iteration, ito yung lumabas, 3.00. Okay? Fifth iteration, input 3.00. Okay? Output is 3.00. Okay? So, tama ba siya? I-check natin. Okay? 9 divided by 3, we have ilan? 3. Plus 3, we have 6. Divided by 2, we have 3. Which means we're going to make 5 iterations. Okay? Sinubran ko lang ito dahil pare-pareho sagot, no? 5th iteration to make your input is equal to output. Okay? So that is now the meaning of iteration of functions. We are going to identify how many cycles, how many iterations to make your input is equal to output based on the given function machine.